can't even be serious. SummerSlam happened, and I gotta lower this. Hold on, because I gotta lower it. All right, I can't even be serious about it because last year I attended Brooklyn SummerSlam and NXT Takeover in Brooklyn, and it was Brooklyn NXT Takeover by far stole the show. It was so much better than SummerSlam last year, and I'm like, no way can that happen 2 years in a row. No way, right? Because all the people that were in NXT last year are now in the WWE, main roster, and it's like, okay, well, now the talent is on the next show. So, right? Wrong. So let's go down the list here. I actually got 5 out of the 6 matches on on Saturday. I got them right. I figured Bayley was going to become the 2-time champ because, I mean, when you make a big deal out of it, usually that's what happens in WWE. But she lost to Asuka there, and maybe that's the sign that she's on the way to the main roster. All right, so there was that. Let's go to the 12-man tag. Who cares? Neville and Zayn won. I got that right. What else did I get right? Ambrose beat Ziggler. I got that right. And I gotta make a couple of notes right here. I was kind of hoping Roman Reigns was going to beat the crap out of Rusev. I got Baylor right. I got Brock. Okay. I was kind of hoping Roman Reigns was going to beat the crap out of Rusev and win the title. Well, at least he beat the crap out of Rusev. So I kind of got that wrong. The Miz retained against Apollo Crews. Why? Why would you hold back Apollo Crews for the draft and then put him in the title chase and then not have him win it? That's so stupid. Who is the Miz blowing backstage that he needs to retain the Intercontinental title? I got AJ Styles right over John Cena. He needed the win more than Cena did, and Cena went out in a kind of symbolic fashion. He left his sweatband in the ring. That was so it should be interesting to see what happens on SmackDown Tuesday. The 6 women's tag match: Carmella, Becky Lynch, Naomi versus Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and Eva Marie. Eva Marie, was all on the suspension, and she wasn't gonna show up. So we're like, okay, is it gonna be 2-on-3, or they're gonna get somebody else? It's gonna be one or the other. And of course, she didn't even come out. Like, they did the whole theme entrance, and she has fatigue or some bullshit because fans are crazy. Worst line of shit ever. But holy crap, moment of the night, Nikki Bella returns. All right. And I mean, how do you predict that? I mean, who knew? I didn't. So of course Nikki Bella shows up. She's not going to lose. So they won. I had picked Carmella, Becky Lynch, and Naomi to win, but I got that wrong. Back to the roster. I got the New Day match. I did not know Jon Stewart was going to interfere. I did not know Big E was okay, which is good news, because now New Day is back. Sheamus beat Cesaro. I was shocked. I mean, that could have gone either way, I guess. And there's some kind of nonsense about the best of 7 matches. Why the hell do we need to have 7 matches between Cesaro and Sheamus? Like, geez. Women's title match: Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. Are you trying to kill Sasha Banks? I mean, really? In the very beginning of the match, they're setting up for some holy shit move off the top rope, and Charlotte's like, "Oh, I don't have you. I'm just going to throw you down." And she almost kills Sasha Banks. What the bloody fuck? Like, be real. You can't do that to somebody. I mean, it's bad enough Sasha Banks takes all these bumps, nasty bumps on her own, and she lands on her head a dozen times. I'm guessing, we'll find out the story on Raw tomorrow night, but I'm guessing Sasha's hurt or something. and they gave it back to Charlotte. So Charlotte won. I had picked Sasha to retain and carry on forward. I picked Reigns to win, but he won, but not really. What else did I get right? I didn't get anything right. I don't even know what happened in this 12-man tag. That was just a fit of nonsense. Oh, okay. So really good match between Rollins and Baylor. I was not disappointed. Right from the get-go, right out of the gates, Baylor's all over the place, and he wins. It was awesome. He's got Undertaker. You can kiss my ass. You can kiss his ass. You can kiss your own ass. Finn Balor's got the best entrance ever. I don't know anything that's more like thrilling than that. I saw that live last year in Brooklyn, and that was like, holy shit. One thing I don't like about his entrance, and it's only because it's on Raw, is the camera gets up in the smoke, and then you see, and it looks at Finn Balor in the smoke. When I was in Brooklyn, there should be some mysteriousness to it, It should be a mystery as to where he is. When I was in Brooklyn last year, they did this gimmick where, the thick smoke came out all over the place, and you couldn't see, and they had a couple of guys lined up like in almost like a triangle, sort of, and like one guy popped up, and then went down, and the other guy popped up in the front, so it looked like he was teleporting all over the place, but we were up high so we could see down in, and it was really awesome. But anyway, I mean, still, it's hands down the best entrance. And then, was that it? No, Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton. Now Brock came out first, which I thought was kind of different because I don't know why. I mean, it wasn't a title match of any kind, so I just thought he would come out second. And Randy Orton had him going for a little while. Then they got back in the ring, and Randy Orton looked like he botched the blade move, and his head just started bleeding all over the place. So Brock tries to sell it and continues to beat the shit out of him. And then they call the match, and I'm like, oh, what a waste. And everybody was like, Goldberg's not getting in the ring. Everybody needs to just stop. That's a goddamn waste of time right there. Yeah, so that was a little disappointing, How about Randy Orton's face when he RKO'd him right out on the table? Who watched? I loved it, right? One match I forgot, it was Enzo and Cass versus Jericho and Kevin Owens. I had picked Enzo and Cass to win. I'm like, oh God, it's Brooklyn. It's their homecoming. Why would they lose? Lost. Bottom line, 2 thumbs down. All right, 1 thumb down, 1 thumb half up. Can we do a thumb sideways? I don't know. I mean, it wasn't as bad as last year, but it definitely wasn't good. I mean, there was too many crap jobs. I mean, it was awesome to see Nikki Bella come back. I figured AJ Styles was going to win. You knew Dean Ambrose was going to win, but The Miz, that's a big letdown. Finn Balor was the probable. I would say he's the favorite. You have no U.S. title just because Rusev, takes a bad dive. Get in the fucking ring and defend your title. Sheamus, who cares? New Day, you figure they were going to win. So that was good, at least. But Enzo and Cass, I thought that was a big letdown. They're the hottest thing. And you crap on them in their hometown? That's shitty. That is shitty, Vince. Shitty. I'm going to name it shitty. I'm going to name this video the shitty review of Shitty SummerSlam. Shitty Slam. Oh.